In this video, we want to walk through with you the most common forms of indoor transmitters or transceivers that we work with in the various submetering systems and where the transmitter ID is located. So one of the most common systems that we have deployed and you may have is called Next Century. So if you go to the meter, whether that's water, gas, or electric, this is indoor, then you're gonna find a small white box like this close to it, and if it says Next Century on the face, that's the system we're working with. Oftentimes, what we wanna know is what the transmitter ID is of that box. So on Next Century, on the end of it, if you turn it over, you can see there's a barcode with a number there. That's the key number we need to know. I mentioned this in a previous video, but the transmitter ID is the true name of the transmitter, and it's very important that we correlate that true name with what unit that we're working with so that that unit's usage is correct in the system. If we're going to replace that transmitter, we're going to replace it with a new transmitter ID. So oftentimes it's best to just take a picture and send it to us, and we can glean everything we need to know from that. The next one is the Tahama wireless system. So this is a common indoor transmitter for Tahama wireless. It's got their logo there. And the sticker's right there on the front that shows us both the model number and the transmitter ID, or SN for serial number. That's exactly what we need to know when working on a Tahama system. Inovonics is also a very common system, and if you flip the transmitter over, you'll see that long thread of numbers there. That's what we need to see. You can also get that number from the sticker on the end. There are a few generations of these Inovonics transmitters, and the sticker and placement has changed over the years. So, just take a picture of all the things with the numbers on them and we'll be able to figure it out. And then finally, the Serenity transmitter. So the transmitter ID is there on the top end of it. It's a sticker with a 5-digit number. But when it comes to Serenity, it's also very important that we know the frequency of the system. So unlike these other systems we've talked about that are low powered, the frequency doesn't change. Serenity is a high powered system, and so there's a dedicated FCC licensed frequency for each property, and you can find that on the back of the transmitter. So there's a small white sticker, it's got that 7-digit number there, and that tells us exactly what frequency, what model, and the transmitter ID that we're working with. Like I mentioned at the beginning, it's very important we get the transmitter IDs we're working with correct as you're working with our team. It's also very useful if you take pictures of these and send them to us. Oftentimes we can glean all the information we need to know off of the pictures. So this has been an overview of the different indoor transmitters that we most commonly work with. But if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Our support team is happy to help.